Hello friends! So this past weekend, I was visiting some relatives and doing some sightseeing with them, and so they were showing me around their town, and we walked by this water tap in the main square with a sign next to it that said, potable water. And so it was a hot summer day, and I was pretty thirsty, so it was great to see free water available, because I definitely needed a refill for my water bottle. But somehow, seeing that adjective potable in front of water on the sign made me a little uneasy and unsure if the water from the fountain would really be safe to drink. The problem, as I saw it, is that historically, a lot of liquids were considered potable, and not just drinks like wine, beer, mead, and whatever else people drank back in the day, but also, well, poison, at least when it's in liquid form. You see, poison and potable are what are called doublets, as in the two modern words with different spellings and pronunciations that both have the same root. In this case, they both derived from poto, the first person singular present tense form of the Latin potare, which meant to drink. So, potare was generally used to denote drinking of alcoholic substances, and so one of its forms, potio, which denoted an instance of drinking, had a direct object form potionum, as in what you get when you receive a drink. And it was in this sense that Cicero used the word potionum when he was defending his former pupil Marcus Caelius Rufus in his famous speech in 56 BC. So his use of potionum as a synonym for venom, a Latin word which we might also recognize today, for the first time linked these two words semantically. And from then on, potionum carried this double meaning of a liquid substance that was drinkable, but that often had a little extra something that gave it a little more flavor and that may or may not be harmful to health. Now, potio also developed into the Old French potion, the ancestor of potion, which of course back then, as it does now in English, French, and other Romance languages, denoted some kind of strange-looking concoction that someone would receive as a drink for supposed medicinal or magical purposes, which, usually unbeknownst to the recipient, could also be poisonous. And potionum gradually evolved into the Old French poison, and its descendants in French and English, both of which denote some substance, including a liquid one that was technically potable, but that even when taken in small doses, definitely guaranteed the drinker pretty serious health complications. So yes, liquid poison is potable, as in, you can drink it, but it doesn't mean it's a good idea to. And of course, nowadays, the adjective potable usually implies not only that something is drinkable, but more importantly, that it's safe to drink. And so yes, etymology does get me paranoid from time to time, and even gets me thinking that there's always trouble brewing, so to speak, around every corner. As was the case with this water at this public water tap that I encountered this past weekend with my relatives. So they had to reassure me a little bit that my concerns were purely etymological, and not grounded in science or in facts. And in the end, they were able to convince me. I filled up my water bottle and was able to quench my thirst. And that was yesterday, so if it were actual poison, then I would have already started to feel it by now, right? Well, in any case, let's hope I still feel fine this time next week. So tune in then, and hopefully I'll have another video ready. Thanks for watching.